A can of paint costs $32 and covers 400 square feet. If you have a barn that has an outside walled area of 8,500 feet squared, how much would it cost to paint? So to start this question, we need to first find out how many cans of paint we need to cover the total outside walled area. So we know that one can covers 400 square feet of area. So using this information, let's write out our conversion factor. So we can have one can for every 400 feet squared of area, or for every 400 feet squared, we can use one can of paint. So using these two conversion factors, let's find out how many cans of paint we need to cover 8,500 feet squared of walled area. So we'll take our total area with our units of feet squared and multiply it by one of these conversion factors. We want to get rid of our units of feet squared, so that means we need to multiply it by a conversion factor with feet squared on the bottom. So that means we're going to use one can for every 400 feet squared. So we write one can on top and then 400 feet squared on the bottom. We can see that our units of feet squared cancel out and we're left with 8,500 divided by 400, which gives us an answer of 21.25 cans. But as we know, we can never have a quarter of a can of paint, so that means we are going to have to round up and buy 22 cans of paint. So now that we know how many cans of paint we need to buy, we can find out how much that's going to cost. So let's clear some of our work. So we know that we need to buy 22 cans of paint, and we know that a can of paint costs $32. So we can have our ratio of one can for every $32, or we can have for every $32, we can have one can of paint. So using these ratios, let's solve how much it would cost to paint. So we know that we need 22 cans, and we want to multiply this by a conversion factor with the units of cans on the bottom. So that means we're going to use $32 for every one can. We can see that our units of cans cancel out, and we're left with 22 multiplied by $32 to give us our total answer of $704. So it would cost $704 to paint the outside walled area of 8,500 square feet.